Welcome to the Metalhead Woodshed. I'm Cody. Thanks for watching. So the project for this video is going to be this heavy bag stand that I made for my garage. Using some low-cost materials, some 2x4s, some lag screws, and an eye bolt. I'm going to go through the steps on making the stand, also how I found the studs, marking the wall, mounting it on the wall, pretty much the whole nine. The point of this video is to combine two things I love, woodworking and heavy metal music. So what you'll see is the steps for finishing this project into completion, and what you'll hear is some awesome heavy metal music. The featured band for this video is a band I know very well, a group called Vanlade, out of Kansas City, Kansas. I used to drum for these guys. They're awesome. I love these guys to death. I'm going to be playing some tracks off of their latest album, Rage of the Gods. It kicks ass. It's pedal to the metal, power speed metal. I love it to death. And so bang your head to some awesome metal and let's get it started.
So in your never-ending quest to recycle, if you got a bench planer doing 2x4s, it produces this very fine shredded cheese-esque tailings. So if you want to make somebody's life miserable, cook them a pizza, throw them some 2x4 shreddings. That'll make their day. So this is going to be essentially the final layout for the wall mount for the heavy bag. You'll see probably going to be able to go straight into the stud with the bottom half. That's pocket holes will probably be going up there. We'll drill for the eye bolt up here, and yeah, this is probably a pretty good fit. I would like to say it's going to be sturdy enough. The heavy bag is small, probably only 50 or 75 pounds, so I'm probably overdoing it, but better safe than sorry. That way I don't have any huge rip outs or holes in the wall or anything like that. Okay, next up we are gluing up this bracket at the 45. I got this little thing from Lowe's, about $6. It's not the most heavy duty thing, but it does what I need it to. It's going to hold that while it glues up. Then what I'll do, once this dries, I'll take this to another table, put the spline in, so we get just a little bit of extra beef at the joint, and then I will put the brackets on, the bracers with the 45. We'll go with something like that. And then, yeah, keep on going. that spline cut, go ahead and I use my 3/4 inch straight bit. So, and just by way of the setup of my router table, that's as deep as that cut would go with that bit. It doesn't go all the way up that high, but I think it should be fine. You know, it's about a 1/2 inch into the spline. So I had some scrap pine. You know, really the main thing is just so that we can get a piece that will spline these two together. Hopefully that'll add to the strength of the joint. And so I'll glue that up, then move on to the pocket holes before we start drilling in the bracers.
Next, I'm going to use the holes that I've marked for my right stud, and I'm going to mark the left horizontal marking bracket. So I'm going to take and mark the center where the stud finder is. Then I'm going to take my straight edge and mark it right here from the holes, and just make sure that it is level. If I can make sure it's level. When it is, I'm going to do a horizontal cross hatch for the y-axis. So that's going to be where those two lines will now be where the stud center will intersect. Normally I wouldn't be marking on the walls. You know, I wasn't raised to be no wall marker, but you know, it's going to be covered by a stud, 2x4, 18 inches, so whatever. Now I'll just take my straight edge, make sure that it is perpendicular with my stud mark, and then I'll do the same with my horizontal axis, and there you have it. So this is going to be where I'll drill my original hole for the center to make sure I'm hitting the stud with my drill bit. I will put one on the left and the right to find the true center, and then I'll correspond my mounting hole for the lag screw on the left axis, left-right axis. And then with these two, I can then mount the north and south top brackets, which would be about 20 inches up. So let's do that. Off camera, I marked the upper left and right wall mounting stud. So I'm going to go in with my 5/16 bit. I've got some 5/16 times 4 lag screws. So when I did some test drills, the 5/16 drill bit, these sit flush. These don't catch at all. So what I want to do is I want to use my 5/16 drill bit to get each one of these started, so that whenever I'm putting a lag screw in, it'll catch just enough that it can pull through the stud. But what I'll do is I'll use my 5/16 drill bit to start each hole. Then I'll mark the corresponding placement on each of my upper and lower wall mounts. Then I'll use my drill press to drill those pre-drilled holes so that they don't split. I don't think that they would anyway, but why not? And we'll go from there. All right, let's give it a shot. This is my first lag screw experience. So I have it on pretty good authority that it's going to take a little pressure into the wall to get this thing. All right, so they're both mounted. They seem pretty secure. I can hang on them, you know, and they weigh like 120 pounds, or give or take. So That's good. I think that it should support what we need it to, as long as the L bracket manages to not buckle completely. We should be good to go. So what I'll do now, I'm gonna drill the mounting hole for the eye bolt on my drill press real quick. Then I might take the brackets off the bracers on there, and then we'll drill this thing on. Coming close. All right, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's hang this sucker. All right, it works. Like a charm. I never had a doubt. So awesome. Thanks for watching this video. I'm pretty proud with how this turned out. At least it was a good kickoff for what you can expect in videos in the future. Sorry there was no tremendous failure or catastrophe, but there's plenty of opportunity for that in the future. I want to thank Vanlade for letting me use their tracks. Seriously, these guys are awesome. Go buy their albums, go buy their merch, give them your money, stop out and see them when they're in your town, buy them a beer. And if you stuck around to the end, thanks for watching, I appreciate it. One thing also, the music that you hear in this video is obviously not what I'm hearing all the time when I'm doing my woodwork here in the woodshed. So I did post a link in the description to my Spotify playlist, and so you can kind of get a feel for some of the tracks I like to listen to, some of the heavy metal that I appreciate, and you know, leave a comment, leave a like and a subscribe, and let me know what you're listening to, and I'm happy to share in the future. So until next time, keep rocking. This is the test run. If it shatters,